Yo, welcome back to the GM Podcast. I'm Miller.
I'm Gaff.
And today we are giving you guys our Week 9 predictions. Crazy that the seasons flew by this fast.
Not facts.
We both picked the Jets, by the way, to win.
On Thursday night.
Yeah, we don't know why, but we both picked the Jets.
I know why. CJ Stroud has no weapons.
Yeah, he doesn't. And he also has no line.
Yeah.
I feel like they're in kind of a slump right now as far as, kind of like the Eagles last year.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, Diggs hurts, though, a lot.
Yeah.
Diggs out for the year hurts a lot.
Dolphins at Bills. The Bills are favored by 6 points. Who do you have in this game?
Bills.
Okay.
It'll be closer, though. It might. I ain't gonna lie. Tua's playing.
I think the Dolphins defense has been playing pretty good this year.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
divisional. I think 6 is like the perfect line, though. Divisional game. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Bills. I think the Dolphins suck. Or not
I'd alter it to
I think
6.5.
Huh?
I'd alter it for the Dolphins to cover 6.5.
You would?
Yeah.
Are you going to do that?
No. I can't gamble.
Yeah. All right. Broncos at Ravens. Ravens are favored by 9.5 in this one, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy line, but
yeah.
I'm taking Ravens coming off a loss.
Yeah, y'all got to win this one.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a must win, and y'all are just the better team.
Yeah.
The Broncos wins are horrible. So, yeah.
But if the Broncos find a way to win this,
it says more about y'all than it says about them, in my opinion.
Why?
Because
you gotta give the Broncos some credit. Well, both. No. Yeah, it's bad for us. I'm not. No, it's bad. For us.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Because
for us.
Listen,
it's really bad for us. Sorry.
Y'all have shown that y'all have let trash teams beat y'all. So if it's the Broncos, it's like okay, the Ravens are showing a pattern.
Yes, but I guess it depends how.
It depends on how. If Bo Nix plays great and beats y'all that way, then you're talking about the Broncos as at least a playoff team. But if not,
I think that might be.
It's like the running game and the defense beats y'all. Then I'm not being moved by that.
Yeah.
Chargers at Browns. Chargers are favored by 1 point.
Chargers.
This is hard though.
Yeah, no, it is.
I'm gonna go with the Browns in this one, mostly because I need to come back and I am down 7 points in the predictions.
Jameis Winston,
and just Jameis Winston is gonna probably throw 3 touchdowns and 3 picks tomorrow.
I was just about to say that.
But the Browns defense is playing better, and the Chargers have 0 weapons. I don't think they can keep asking this out of Justin Herbert. I think it's a bad matchup. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Browns in this one.
Okay.
Saints at Panthers. New Orleans is favored by 7.5. Who do you have in this one? Is Bryce Young playing?
Yeah, I think because Andy Dalton still had that car accident. I think.
Oh, okay. Adam Thielen is on. Man.
I mean,
the Panthers suck.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm taking the Saints simply off of what I saw from the first time they played.
Yeah.
And, I mean, yeah.
Man, the Panthers suck. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints as well. There's nothing really else to say about that one.
Yeah.
Raiders at Bengals. Cincinnati is, they got to win this one. Yeah, so, I'm going to go with the Bengals. Commanders at Giants. Washington is favored by 4 in this one. Easily taking the Commanders. Well, I'm not complicating this one either. Even though the first time
simply
they played,
off the quarterbacks.
Yeah, 100%. But the first time they played, the Giants should have won if it wasn't for a Malik Neighbors drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're at a different point in the season right now, and the 100%. Giants suck.
Yeah.
Cowboys at Falcons. Must win for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
At Atlanta, who do you have? This is a tough one for me.
Yeah, no, this is very tough. I definitely think the Falcons are a better team.
Yeah. What I will say is that I think with the Atlanta Falcons outside zone scheme, it's not really exposing that middle of the Cowboys defensive line.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys need this game. And I don't know. I'm going to go with Dallas. If it seems
what did Atlanta do last week?
They beat Tampa Bay in a close divisional game. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas in this one.
I'll take Dallas.
It's tough though. I really do want to go with Atlanta.
Yeah, I'll go with Dallas.
Let me think. Let me think for like 2 more seconds because once again I need to come back in this race. So if I need to just flip it real quick.
I'll let it get to 9.
Yeah, because who's guarding CeeDee Lamb? Ooh, well.
Terrell.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Oh, they're at home. I just convinced myself.
The Falcons are at home?
Yeah. It's so tough because the Cowboys have shown us they're not good. But it's been against some.
Wait, all right, hold on.
But do the Falcons blow a lead here?
All right, Falcons.
This is a game I would never bet on.
Nah, this is a game I wouldn't even like. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to look at the final score. I don't even want to watch this game either.
I actually do want to watch this game. I want to see if Atlanta. I want to see who Atlanta really is. I think we're getting to a point to where if Atlanta.
Dak's stats are trash.
Yeah, Dak is not playing good football this year.
And Kirk.
Oh,
2-1 touchdown, bro. Just give me the Falcons, bro. That's
all right.
trash.
I'm going back to the Cowboys. Well,
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm going Falcons.
I'm going Cowboys. Then.
Okay.
All right.
Yo, those are bad numbers.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons.
Patriots at Titans. Tennessee is favored
Who's
by
playing
3.
for Tennessee? Who's quarterback?
This is definitely one of the games that have been played in the NFL. I think it's Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph started out.
No. He's the one who's doing good for them.
Yeah, he started out pretty good. Oh, Will Levis is questionable. Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, the predictions are getting really bad when it comes. At this point in the season, you know what teams are.
Yeah.
So it's like
this is bad. Is this the worst game on the NFL schedule this entire
year?
No, I'm that's actually valid though.
Yeah, no, it definitely could be. Because it's like I don't even know how the matchups are. Like I don't know who's.
No, I'm saying what two teams are worse? The Jaguars? The Jaguars.
No, the Jaguars at least have Trevor Lawrence.
That's what I'm saying. These might be the two worst teams.
And the Panthers have nice uniforms. So it's like, all right, the Patriots have one more win. So
I can't lie, bro. I'm just gonna copy you on this one.
I'm gonna go with the Titans.
Okay, then I'm going with the Titans. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, because you're trying to get a wash. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I gotta go with the Titans.
This is a terrible game.
Yeah,
to put my opinion on.
Bears at Cardinals. Arizona's favored by 1.5. This is an interesting game. 100%.
I think the Bears are a better team.
Yeah, but not very well coached
at all,
as we've seen in the past week.
Bad.
Yeah.
Like that, I think the last game would be something you should be fired for.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like that's definitely one of it. Like if they fire him after the season, no one can say anything.
No, but I'm saying if you fire him after the game, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, it's just who do you put in that position? Obviously,
Salah.
Salah. Yeah. Hey, I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. I would not be mad. I want him to get another job.
He will.
Yeah, I mean he definitely will.
He will.
So who are you taking? I'm going with the Cardinals in this one.
Who did the Cardinals? What did they do last week?
They beat the Dolphins by a point with Tua.
And the Bears lost on that.
They came back. Marvin Harrison was included in last week's game, and I think coaching wise,
I'll go Cardinals.
Arizona has an advantage. You go Cardinals? All right. Jaguars at Eagles. I'm going to go Eagles. We're popping out in Kelly Green. Tomorrow, if we lose in the Kelly Green, I will spaz on the podcast very soon.
It's at Eagles, too.
Yeah, it feels like a trap game, though. Like, it don't feel like no regular blowout to me. It feels like Trevor Lawrence could come in and do... I mean, I feel like the Jaguars are just like...
Philly,
and Doug Peterson coming back to Philly. I don't know. It's interesting. Game of the week, Lions at Packers. Detroit is favored by 3. Jordan Love is playing. Who do you have in this one?
Lions.
I'm going to take Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Detroit. The reason I'm taking Detroit is because they're playing better. They're playing better football right now.
Yeah.
They just are. It's
I'm more of a fan of Goff after every week.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the Packers are getting away with some close ones too as of late.
Yeah.
So I think the next matchup in Detroit, I think the Packers got that one. But this one right here,
these are two teams that would split.
Yeah, 100%. I think Detroit gets this one.
Yeah.
Rams at Seahawks, another good one. The Rams are favored by a 1.5.
I think Rams. Stafford looked really good.
I think Puka got hurt in practice this week, though, by the way.
Yeah.
So, okay. If Puka's playing, I got the Rams. If he's not playing, okay.
If Stafford has his weapons.
Okay, perfect.
Vikings.
Colts you got the Vikings straight away.
I think, and I looked at the Vikings, and I think they went. I've seen a lot of comparisons to the Sam Bradford year.
Yeah.
Where they went undefeated to this exact same point, got a bye, and then lost out. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't think this is what it is for the Vikings. I looked at the Vikings' remaining schedule. They have a lot of games that I think they will win. I think they have the Titans left. I think they have the Bears. I think they'll beat the Bears. And I think they'll beat the Colts this week. So I think they're still going to be one of the top.
Joe Flacco is playing. With three good receivers.
And that helps.
Yeah.
Because I think Joe Flacco is, I really think he's good.
Yeah.
Like, I actually do. What he was able to do with the Browns last year. And, like, I think he's good.
And they've been in a lot of games as well.
Yeah, but I'm going to take the Vikings to win this game. Yeah. Especially bounce back off after that face mask and all that controversy. I think they'll bounce back.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings as well.
Yeah.
They need the bounce back win, and like you said, I think this is still a good football team. I don't think this is a fluke because a lot of people are calling them at this point a fluke because of the 2 losses. But this team isn't a fluke. They have the best skill player in football. They have a quarterback that, when protected, is playing very good. They made a trade for another left tackle, even though Christian Darrisaw is a dog, so that's obviously going to be a big loss. But they addressed the problem, which is good to see, and they still have weapons off of a bye, like you said. Or this is not off of a bye. This is just a long break. So, I'll take Minnesota in this one.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football. Man,
Chiefs.
the Bucs are dealt a bad hand, huh?
Yeah.
Like, why are they playing these tough games on Monday night? I'm going with the Chiefs, though. I mean, defensively, the thing about the Chiefs now, and the reason they don't lose
their defense
in these upset games, because I remember like Mahomes' early years, like first 4 years, they will lose that one game at the beginning of the season to a team that they shouldn't have lost to. This year it can't happen because their defense is too stacked. Like, they're not letting any of that go.
Like, Mahomes can actually have bad games.
Exactly. So, okay, we chose two different.
With all the weapons and stuff, I mean, first of all, this might be D-Hop pop-out game. Like,
nah, for sure. He played good first week. I thought so.
Yeah.
He fit in. Though, like, Worthy, Kelsey, and Hopkins is a good little.
But I don't think people are putting on a value on. Let's stop thinking about how good this makes the Chiefs this year.
Yeah.
Think about that 3 with Hollywood
Rashee Rice
and Hollywood.
You got to start thinking about trading some of those guys, though. I don't know what for, but
you might not have to.
You could build for the
bro.
4 receivers is wicked work.
That 5 wide.
Yeah, you could keep him around for depth. But D-Hop has shown, even though he hasn't been producing as much, he has shown no sign of slowing down, in my opinion.
Yeah,
he's played with the Titans.
Yeah,
who's their quarterback? Will Levis.
Yeah, and he looked solid.
He looked solid with Levis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the game, especially with Buccaneers with their pass defense. Kirk Cousins.
You don't. Now you got to think you don't have Godwin or Evans.
Exactly. No, this might get bad. The spread is at 8.5.
Yeah.
I would take KC.
What are the odds KC goes undefeated?
I mean, like we've addressed this many of times, their remaining schedule is not tough. They might lose another division. They might lose a divisional game. They also have Houston later in the year.
They played the Bengals. They played the 49ers. Yeah. They played the Ravens.
Yeah, I think
this is not a cake 7-0.
What we need to pay attention to. And by the way, I thought C.J. Stroud Thursday night was not impressive.
Yeah,
I also thought he never could get in a rhythm because they were getting back there down after down. So our take on the Texans looks a little bit worse.
Yeah,
but I do think they're still in position to beat one of these teams.
The reason I don't have as much faith though isn't because of how it's just the Stephon Diggs. It just changes everything now because
it does. But
I mean, you need to get Nico back for sure, and Nico will help. But they're definitely out of my Super Bowl now that they don't have Diggs. I'm not gonna lie.
That doesn't really change it for me though.
And I think that because it's how scary their offense was with Diggs, on the fact that Nico it was a great balance. Nico was leading the league in yards.
Yeah.
And then you got Diggs was sort of the red zone threat. He was getting all the touchdowns. Not to say that they're not Super Bowl threats. I think they'll just make a run and lose now, and it's like, because I don't know.
See, my thing is, if you can't block, you might not even be able to make a run. You might not win that division if the Colts can step it up. But I think that C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins are good enough, and Tank Dell is good enough as a number 2 to where, as far as your weapons, with Joe Mixon in the backfield, you're not losing anything there.
No.
But their offensive line is so bad. Their interior offensive line is so bad. Imagine going against Chris Jones in January.
Yeah.
Chris Jones is going to make plays all day because
and that's my point.
That's when he steps up.
And that's my point. Every team that makes a run has an elite. So when you go to even the 49ers, you can go once they get everybody back healthy. It's their skill position. It's their running back. It's their Debo. It's, Mason, like the backfield. It's their it's their run game.
Yeah.
When you go to the Lions, it's their O-line.
I mean, if you're good in the trenches, you can be a good football
O-line
team.
and their running back duo.
Yeah.
So then you go to the Chiefs. Right now it's their defense.
Yeah.
And you have the GOAT quarterback, arguably. One of the top quarterback of all time. So I felt like it's not that the receiving core isn't good for the Texans.
No.
It's that was their elite.
That
was their superpower.
I think more than that was their superpower, I think Stroud and Nico's connection is more of a superpower than the actual receiving core because they're evolved. They're better than any other tandem in the league today.
It's not even close.
And my problem is CJ Stroud, even though he is going through these offensive line problems, is he going to be able to recover and deliver on time? Because he had throws in this game against the Jets where John Mechie's running a slant and he sails it right over the guy. He fumbles unforced. I mean, it was forced because their interior line got pushed back, but he fumbles on a play where he shouldn't have fumbled. Yeah. So, like you said, they're not doing anything great right now. They're not playing defense great. They have a good defense. They're not being great in that aspect. Yeah. The one thing they're being great as is Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon is playing phenomenal football. But
and I kind of look at it as like I said, their receiving core with their Joe Mixon is their superpower. It's almost the same with the Eagles. If Devontae Smith or AJ Brown went down, I would instantly remove the Eagles from my contention.
That makes sense. That makes more sense to me than because I think Tank Dell is just that good. Yeah, like I think he will be able to step. We don't have no number 2 that we could fall back on. Yeah. And Smitty, I agree with you on that one. But
and it's the moment you saw in our predictions, the moment Smith and Brown were back in that exact same week, y'all killed, and y'all are back looking great. Yeah. The moment one of those goes down, I think y'all look bad again.
And that could be an indictment on Hurts. That can be an indictment on Kellen Moore.
I think it's an indictment on Hurts, but it's also just. Especially AJ Brown. He's just that good.
100%. And you know what it really is too. People expect, I think, out of a lot of quarterbacks, if you lose this guy, can you still be as productive? Yeah. In reality, there's only 4 guys in the league. That you can take away their guys and they still be effective. I think Mahomes is obviously one of those guys. Lamar is obviously one of those guys. Josh Allen. And then Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, maybe if you take... I think Joe Burrow is just too good. Yeah. I mean, honestly. But...
I mean, we've seen how Stafford looks without his guys.
Yeah, I mean, Stafford doesn't look... See, honestly, I would take Joe Burrow out. I would say Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes because of their ability to change games with their legs. Those are the only guys that can elevate
legs with Josh Allen and Lamar. Mahomes it's just Mahomes.
Oh yeah, Mahomes. However, he needs to. Not even on that.
He's just that good.
But okay, I do have a question though. Would you right now? Do you think the NFL is more top heavy than ever?
What do you mean? Like the best of the best?
The best of the best are clear. Or do you think the best of the best are clear? Like, when you look at each conference, is there doubt in your mind who's going to make the Super Bowl on each side?
Yeah, I don't think it's too top heavy, but I get what you're saying.
So on the AFC, what are you thinking in right now?
It's between.
Because it's just the Chiefs for me right now. I'm not going to lie. It can't be anybody else but the Chiefs.
I mean, as a favorite, yes. Yeah. But I could see the Chiefs losing because you just, like I said, the thing about good defenses and relying on them too much, it's always like, I know this sounds crazy, but like, in the playoffs, big players make big plays. Yeah. So,
D-Hop.
If these players make huge plays against the Chiefs and the Chiefs defense just has a bad game. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying Mahomes is good.
They don't. You know what I mean? That's not something that happens. Defenses just don't have that.
I know, but you never know. A blown coverage, I don't know. But I trust elite offenses more, which is why I have more faith out of any year of Lamar's career in this year's Ravens. Because, first of all, we're explosive. But second of all, when we play the Chiefs again, we're not going to be doing inside zone with Derrick Henry. We saw how quickly that changed when we stopped doing that. Yeah.
But y'all still have to run the football.
No, we do have to run the football. And that's on the OC and Lamar Jackson. They got to get on the same page with that because I think if we would have just ran the ball more and played like us.
How do you feel about the Deontay Johnson?
I like it. Once again, Lamar, I'm not going to lie. Like, this might sound crazy, but the type of quarterback Lamar is, I think he would benefit more for you trading for like a top O lineman. Yeah. Or even a top running back, how we seen with Derrick Henry.
It's so interesting to me because I saw takes like, okay, this is cool, but you already kind of had good receivers and your MO is to run the football. Yeah. So if you got this guy to pass the football more, you probably made a mistake. But in my opinion,
I think it changes it because there's a lot of times where like Lamar and Bateman aren't on the same.
For sure.
And it's like if Deontay Johnson can come in and be that guy, because I mean Bateman had a bad drop against the Browns. Like, it just certain plays like that. It's like dang, like 100%. Because I hate to say it, and Zay Flowers is really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
But he's not in the upper echelon.
And I'm going to be real with you. Lamar Jackson has unfortunately gotten to 2 passing duels with Patrick Mahomes in his last 2 matchups. So if he needs to win that way, Deontay Johnson definitely does not hurt you.
No.
And I think, it's on Lamar. Once again this year, it's on Lamar.
It's on Lamar this year. And the thing about it is, like I've said, he has gotten passing battles, and Mahomes has had a better facilities around him for passing battles. And
because it's not like the Pacheco has ran the ball well or that well on. But they have continued to run it. It's just sometimes they're outclassed, and that's what it is with the Chiefs for me right now.
And the thing
they're just that much better than everybody else. And the Bills are also. You could also talk about the Bills. I have to see how Amari Cooper really. No, they're not beating the Chiefs, bro. Because when you really think about it, they're probably playing in Arrowhead.
No, they're playing Arrowhead now. They're playing Arrowhead.
The path through the AFC is probably going to go through Arrowhead, and that doesn't help anything.
No.
In the NFC, what are you thinking?
I'm not going to lie. I'm loving my Lions pick.
Did you? Oh, you did pick, yeah.
I'm loving my Lions pick.
Yeah.
And I hope they get a pass rusher.
Yeah.
When is the deadline?
I'm thinking Lions and Packers, honestly.
Yeah, Lions, Packers.
And the only thing that's beating the Lions is the Packers.
Yeah.
And
the Lions are good, bro. And that might be one of the best trades in NFL history if Goff ends up going back to another Super Bowl. The Goff for Stafford?
Yeah, that worked out.
It's worked out for both?
Yeah. And Goff this year is easily an MVP candidate.
With Lamar's loss, he has to be the front runner now, right?
He's not.
Other than Mahomes?
You don't see, bro.
Can Mahomes win MVP with bad numbers and undefeated?
Undefeated, yes.
Okay.
Anything else, no.
Okay.
But I think Jared Goff. We don't see quarterbacks. Let's cherish Jared Goff while he's here. Yes. That sounds crazy to say, but we are not going to be seeing a lot of Jared Goffs in the next 10 years. All of these guys are getting out the pot. I was actually talking to your parents right before we came down here, and it feels like in college football today, no one is really progressing through reads, all of their reads in delivering.
Yeah.
Jared Goff is a lost art. We don't see that anymore. When you look at the top teams in college football right now, what quarterbacks are really shining other than Cam Ward?
Exactly, and that's why I know we're flipping the script right here, but Cam Ward is Miami, yes. Miami, you have some things to worry about. You don't look the best right now.
No,
You've been having to come back. But every team that has to play Miami hasn't seen a Cam Ward.
No. And it's that impactful. Like the skill gap in college football when it comes to quarterbacks right now. When we say Cam Ward is up there and Shedeur Sanders up there, there's no one.
There's no one.
There's no one that's
even
close.
Nico has struggled now.
Nico has struggled. Arch Manning came. Well, Arch Manning could be good. We don't know that yet. Arch Manning,
he'll be.
I think he'll be on that level next year.
He'll be on that next year. He'll be on
next
that
year. I think he will. But after those two quarterbacks, who definitely are not on the best two teams in the country, Dylan Gabriel is playing good football. Don't like him as a quarterback, but he's playing great football. And in the NFL, he won't be a good quarterback. I'm calling that right now. That's what's interesting to me is that at these top universities, Arch Manning and Nico might come out next year.
After week one, I've liked how the Clemson quarterback's been looking.
And he's looking bad. He looked bad to me. So it's so interesting to see. And once again, Jared Goff is a lost art. You're not going to see another Jared Goff because we're not developing quarterbacks nowadays. We're practicing schemes. And it's like, I think coaches nowadays tell the quarterbacks like, hey, look for this route instead of process the play. And I don't think it's always been like that. I think coaches have trusted their players to study enough to know that.
And I think it's gone so, how do I put it? I think the NFL in certain ways, how the rules are now following offense more. It's almost like it feels a little bit more NBA like
for sure,
on the fact that we're starting to, back in the day, not even back in the day, 10 years ago, you could choose who's going to win a game based off who has a better defense.
Yeah.
Now, and I've told you this, I choose 9 times out of 10, I'm choosing who has a better quarterback.
100%.
And skill positions next, probably, and then defense.
No, trenches. The trenches matter. It's like you said, quarterback, coach, and then trenches.
Yes.
That's why the Lions are so good. And honestly, I think something else that's becoming a lost art. I mean, these QBs are running the ball. I feel like running the ball nowadays, you see it and it's like, okay, I could see, because when you're watching a guy like Jared Goff, if he was behind a bad old line right now, you would be extremely frustrated of how he wouldn't be able to escape.
Yeah.
But something else that's extremely important is pushing the ball downfield. If you can't push the ball downfield, even if you run, you can't be effective.
And I wonder what the running back market is about to do for these contending teams, because you look at, other than the Chiefs, all the top teams, Derrick Henry, you like what they did there. Saquon Barkley has changed the Eagles.
Joe Mixon
for the Texans. And then, I mean, the running back duo for the Lions is
incredible.
So it's like, we need to start putting more value on these running backs.
Absolutely. It's become the most devalued position in football, and for no reason.
Yeah.
Because these running backs change games. There's certain running backs in this league that can break an explosive play, and there's running backs that can't. It's as simple as that.
If the Ravens can break through and win a Super Bowl, or even if they make the Super Bowl and lose, if they break through and beat Mahomes this year,
that's the reason.
It's Derrick Henry who changed the whole thing.
Absolutely.
He's our X factor.
And for him to win, for y'all to win, either Derrick Henry is going to have to be dominant in that game, or Lamar is going to have to win a passing shootout. And honestly, I don't think that's impossible, because he's been close and he hasn't executed.
He's been really close.
But I wouldn't bet on it because he hasn't executed.
Yeah.
So, cool little yap session right there.
Yeah. It's good.
Thank you guys for tuning in. More videos will be coming soon.
Okay.
So, like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.